Guten Tag, my name is Benji, here today to share with you a fantastic story, but a story that is about disturbing and dark because it's more of a story, more of a legend actually. And this legend comes from, where's Guten Tag from? From Germany. Now, the town in question where the story comes from is Hamelin Town, which is today one of the top tourist cities to travel if you are going to Germany. Now, Hamelin is located approximately 50 kilometers from Hanover, Germany, and located along the Weser River. If you already guessed it, this is a story of the Pied Piper. And there is a town record of 1384 states. It is 100 years since our children have left. What does that mean? Well, we have some records that show that something terrible happened in the year 1284. What did happen? Well, our story has to begin here at the church. This church was called the Church Saint Nikolai. Now, Saint Nikolai was the Church of Hamelin. It was destroyed in 1660. However, one of the stained glass windows has a record that was reproduced, and there is an image of a person dressed in multicolors with a silver flute. And behind him, you can see a parade of children dancing and coming behind him, walking behind him. So what happened 100 years ago in 1284? Well, there's a Lemberg manuscript. In another manuscript, it says that there was a man dressed in multicolors, a Pied Piper, who managed to seduce 130 children from the town and led them away. Now, those are the only records that there are. However, today there is a story with two endings on the story of the Pied Piper. We begin with the town. The town's mayor and the town were very distraught because supposedly there was a rat infestation. There was a lot of rats in the city. Now, the records back then do not show that there was a rat infestation. Now, this is only part of the story that was added much later as far as the rats were concerned. Okay, so the town had a plague of rats, right? They had killed the dogs and they killed the cats, and there were rats everywhere. Now, the Pied Piper came into the city and told the mayor, that I can get rid of your rat problem for 1,000 guilders or gold coins. And the mayor, they were very desperate, and they agreed that you can get rid of them. So that's what the Pied Piper did. He got his silver flute and he started playing his flute. And according to the legend is that he led them west, the rats, out of the town with his whistle, and he led them into the river of this whole flood of rats, and the rats all drowned in the river. Now, that's the story goes. And then when the Pied Piper comes back to claim his money, well, it turns out that the mayor reneges. What is to renege? Renege is to go back and pays the Pied Piper only 50 guilders and actually blaming the Pied Piper, you're the one that brought the rats in the first place. Wow, well, he was very angry. How would you feel? You see, so of course, the Pied Piper left town, vowing revenge. And a year later, he did return. He returned on June 26, which is the feast of St. Paul's feast. Now, according to the legend, the adults had to go to the church, but all the children were to remain behind in their homes. So this was the date that the Pied Piper chose. And that's what he did. He played his magic flute and he lured all the children away from the town like this. He played his magic flute, and there he was. He guided all the children away from the town, 130 of them, except that there were 3 children. Because how do they know that the Pied Piper left with the children, there were three children who stayed behind. One was deaf and could not hear the music. One was blind and could not know where to go. And the third one was limp, had only one leg. And that's how they were able to tell the adults after church where the children had gone. Now, there's two endings to the story. There's a good ending and a bad ending. Which ending do you like? Okay, well, if you choose the good ending, I like good endings. Well, the good ending was that the Pied Piper had put the children in a cave and came back to the town and said, if you want your children back, you must pay me 10,000 guilders, which all the people said, okay, bring us back our children. So he was holding them for ransom, and he brings the children back, and he's paid his money, and he leaves. That's the good ending. However, that's not the ending that actually happened in the history that we're talking about here. In this history, this real history, the children never returned. So now there are many theories on what could have happened to these children that disappeared. However, it's one of those dark legacies in our history, and it has inspired a lot of different movies and cults and series about this. One of them here is, again, it inspired this Korean film right here, Sunmin, and this is called The Guest, or The Pied Piper. Which is, I have to give this movie 2 thumbs up, because it takes place in the 1950s and really really mirrors the history of the Pied Piper. Okay, so today, if you visit Hamelin, Germany, you will see that there is a statue of the Pied Piper dedicated on this street. Now, you can go and you can enjoy actual plays and festivals that are about this event that happened. You can even enjoy rat pastries or cookies that they sell. One of the things to mention, though, however, is that there is one street here that no music is allowed to be played, because even to this date of 2021, if there is a wedding or any kind of event happening, the music must stop when they cross this street. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's dark tale of the Pied Piper, and I will see you guys next time. Okay, the Pied Piper of Hamelin, right? Good luck. God bless.